Alright, we ready? I think we're ready. Time for some more Illusion of Gaia. You know, if I can actually get the window to window. So this will probably be a slightly short one. We're going to finish Angkor Wat. And I think we'll probably call it there. Depending how long it takes. But we'll see. We'll see. So, this is interesting. Angkor Wat, no G here. But in the guide that came with the game, there's a G. So, that's a little odd, but whatever. Let's check it out. Okay. Check our inventory. We have 3 red jewels, and we're actually out of space. I think that we have 3 jewels based on what we were supposed to get last time was 6. Or by the end of Angkor Wat, we should get 6. So we'll see. Okay. So we had just gone through most of this dungeon as Friedan, and then we switched over to Will because he is the only one who can slide. And this area is clear. There's no treasure chests. There's still a treasure chest here. So the question is, where is it and how do I get to it? Music's very dramatic, even though I've knocked out all the enemies already. Alright, there it is. So we're gonna get that treasure chest. Which means we have to head upstairs. And I totally equipped these already. There's still one enemy here. Alright. Hit points. That's great. That's wonderful. Red jewel. Alright. So there's number 4 of 6. There's one more in the area, and then there's one more after the area. So we're gonna have to very carefully go through and make sure that we find it. Fortunately, all the jewels in Angkor Wat are kept in, whatchamacallit, treasure chests, so that helps. It certainly is helpful. Now what? So this is, what does this lead to? Just over here? Yeah, it's just a loop. Nobody helped there. Alright, well, whatever. We're gonna go up one more stage. Main hall, 3rd floor. No treasure chests here. Nope. Watch out for this guy. They have a weird, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh boy. So there's 4 enemies left here, but they're kind of hard for us to reach. And there are some stairs for us to play with, but we're gonna have to figure this one out. There's a treasure chest. Oh, and I stun locked him pretty good. Nice. Okay, gotta be real careful. Oh. Okay, you see, they're not kidding around. Oh, dang We now are down... That's it. Alright. So that's 5. That's all that we're going to actually find in Angkor Wat proper. So we're going to have to carefully move forward here. Make sure that we don't finish this before we get everything. We want to make sure that we get everything. I mean, there is force here, so we're going to use it. Be careful not to fall off the thing. On the plus side, even if I do fall or accidentally jump, I can still get back up here, and the enemies that I took out will still be gone, so that's nice. Alright, now we've got this. Is this where we need to go? Or is it just a big loop? Oh, not quite, not quite. I hesitated, but I think it's good. What do we got? Something there. Okay, well, we've got one little flame to talk to. So he was dreaming for thousands of years, and eventually his body vanished, leaving just this. Alright, here we go. What did we just see? The new world. All gray. No blue water, green mountains, or brown earth. And we're going to usher in that world. You know, this is more of that really interesting mysticism that Enix was really good at back in the day. It's interesting to treat buildings and roads as replacements that are not necessarily superior or inferior to what they replaced. And then this is classic right here. You know, fish don't understand with the water that they swim in, right? Release those who've been turned gray back to their natural state. So we're going to release some people from being gray into their natural state, and then we're going to usher the world into a state of grayness. Gorgon flower. Alright. There's nothing else here. It's just quiet now. The spirit that had been waiting for us is now gone on its way. Goodness knows where. I just love it. Isn't it great? Like you know, there was an opportunity. If they wanted to be heavy-handed, they could have put in like a heavy-handed message, like, "Oh, this is so bad." But instead, Will just kind of looks at it as like strangeness, and not like as a sign of good or bad. And neither does the spirit. And then there's kind of that whole like reincarnation-esque aspect to it. It's like, man, it's amazing. We're just gonna... Okay, yeah, this is just a single path. Alright, fine. I just wanted to double check that we weren't missing anything, so... I have confirmed that we have done everything. Now, that was odd. I was actually kind of expecting a boss. I didn't remember that that was all that happened. Well, so be it, right? Oh, and then this again. Yeah, you have to re-equip the glasses every time. The funny thing is that you can actually still navigate if you remember the area well. Like, it can be done. I wouldn't recommend it. There's no real reason to do it. So Since it's not like we had to go far out of our way to get those glasses. Oh, and this is... Technically it's a dead end, but it wasn't a dead end per se because we got an item there. But we've completed the ruins of Angkor Wat. There's nothing else for us to see here. So I guess let's head home. Or, well, not home, but back to that village. We should be able to return those people from stone. You notice that our inventory is getting awfully full. This area is clear. This game is not too hard to be a completionist for, but the red jewels are the one thing that it takes a little bit of effort. Just making sure that I haven't missed anything. But we got all the red jewels that we need. We have a lot of herbs. What is that? 8? I think we've already used 1 or 2 of them in that first boss fight. They're gonna make us go all the way around. I think they make us go all the way around. If there's a way for me to teleport back to the town, I don't know what it is. It's not that long of a walk. 5 minutes. Yep, and this is it. Let's go back to the native village. I like the fact that we just vanished for like a day. I wonder if it's a real sample of a real language. And there's the 6th red jewel. Labor traders came from a town in the northwest. They took many villagers. So at least hypothetically we've saved this village from... So if I check out my handy-dandy jewel guide, that should be 41. And we are moving forward. There's not much else here that we can do. Let's go. It's funny, the map is really detailed, but it doesn't do anything. Like, they spent all this time to draw this nice, detailed map, and it's just like, you just take a path. Alright, town shining in the desert. Tao. And it's sandstorming. Hey, what? That was handy. Well, let's take a look. Oh, Neil's here? Oh, and then there's a journal written about the pyramid. Solving the riddle of human history. Alright, so we have... The sun spirit rises from the horizon. And of course, the page is missing. Alright. So Neil's working hard, trying to get rid of the labor trade. My guide says there's a red jewel there. Uh-oh. But it's not actually a... Huh. Snake panic, huh? Huh. Here's not for the living. Only those who transcended the body may enter. So that's interesting. You have to transcend the body in order to enter the pyramid. What does that mean? Well, if you've played this before, you know. But I'm going to keep that a secret for just a little longer. That's very... It's very deterministic. Hey, it's Neil! Huh. Maybe a mystic statue in the pyramid. So, we have 4, but we need 2 more. So... Hey, it's Jem! Alright, he's got 42 now. If I check my thingamajig, that is the correct number for him to have. Yeah. And then there's this. Hit as many snakes as you can in a minute. That's the trick to this, is to just use the fact that Will has a swing of the flute. You gotta make sure not to hit... You gotta make sure not to hit the direction button right at the same time as you hit the attack button, because he'll jump across and you'll lose a couple seconds. 83. 2 red jewels. And he sends them immediately. 83 is quite a bit. 44. So if I'm not mistaken, yep, that's it for now. So we're on the path to get all the 50 jewels. Alright, so that is, I think, everything that we need to do here. So I'm going to go to the pyramid and kind of show it around a little bit, but we're going to go through the bulk of it next time. So, to the pyramid. Oh, and you can go back to the natives village if you need to, which is kind of nice. Now there are 5 red jewels in the pyramid, so we're going to have to be very careful about counting all of them. But as you can see... Whoa! Wow, that was interesting. Defense, huh? But, as you can see, kind of like the real pyramid, there's not a whole lot to it. Like, it's just... Oh, what's this? Haha. And yet he was talking to us. Well... So what have we got? What's this? Ultimate Warrior's Shadow. So he's saying that we're going to confront the comet and bring it to an end. What is that? Does that mean that we'll try to stop the world from changing? Because we know that the comet is an agent of change, right? I think they're a little deliberately... And notice that the animation is different. Isn't that great? Dark power has been strong in the temple at Angkor Wat. Shadow the ultimate warrior. I think I will grant you one item. Okay. Alright, I got the aura. The aura is Shadow's mind. Most of the pyramids below the ground. Change into Shadow and advance into the underground. Alright, so that's going to be what we're going to go through next time. This has been a slightly short episode, but kind of a good one. Some of the neat revelations in the game. Now we kind of know that the world is supposed to change and what it's supposed to change into. But are we going to stop it? Or are we going to usher it in like the spirit said? Anyway, we'll go through the pyramid next time, and then after that, I think it'll just be 1 or 2 more episodes. And we will find out what happens at the end of Illusion of Gaia. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.